Speaker Smith's office. This is Daniel.
Yeah, I got a couple questions. My name's William Haddix, by the way, and I'm a member of the Ohio Gun Owners. Excuse me. And I know today, it's actually within the hour anyway, they've got another hearing, I guess, coming up for the House Bill 585, which is the gun control bill. And I would really like to know, why there's been such a quick kind of change, I guess. There was supposed to be some pro-gun legislation that was supposed to come up for a vote and things, but now I'm hearing it's the complete opposite, and they're not even going to, look at that until maybe after the summer break. And gun owners in this state are just tired of being always seen as the bad guy when, we're law-abiding and have not done, anything wrong. And I don't understand why anybody would let all these outside influences, the different groups that have come up from Florida and the Moms Demand Action, they're all out of state. So I don't understand why our speaker and the rest of the representatives are allowing an out-of-state group who does not even live here to begin with, make decisions that are going to affect us.
Right, and Rep. Smith obviously is, of course, very in line with the Second Amendment. That is one of his big things. He's more of the opinion that we need to have better enforcement of existing gun laws rather than create new ones. So in regards to House Bill 585, he's just allowing another hearing to be on it, but he is not, particularly moving it forward, trying to get it passed. He's just allowing hearings to take place, and he does certainly have issue with the red flag law provision in it. That is not that's something that, without due process, that's not something you can do. So he certainly has an issue with that. He's just trying to get both parties to come together and discuss it more. He's certainly not trying to, push it forward.
And as far as I'm understanding, I'm no, legal expert by no means, but as far as I've understood, he more or less can kill this in committee. 585, but it cannot advance, can't really go anywhere. So I don't understand why it even needs a fourth hearing. Just kill it, be done with it, and move on to some pro-gun legislation, which is what the majority of the people actually want.
Sure. Yeah, I know there are some other parts of that bill, but I think some of them actually aren't bad. But so I'm not sure if he's just trying to, have more discussion on that, see, hey, do we want to maybe make a separate bill with just these provisions and not the red flag law? So I think that's kind of where he's going with that, but I don't believe he's going to want something that has that red flag law in there to pass. So.
Okay, that's just, the whole bill is just a complete mess from start to finish, and I know there's a lot of people just like myself that would like nothing more than to see the whole thing just go away.
Right, and I've heard that from a lot of people too, and he does have that in mind, so we certainly are hearing those concerns, and I know he is as well.
And if for some reason that it's going to continue to, get these hearings and things, then the pro-gun stuff needs its equal share of everybody's time.
Sure.
There should not be, because that was the way it was originally laid out, recently, was before the summer break, that the standard ground bill was going to be looked at more and possibly even voted on, which it needs some tweaking and fixed itself with the amendment that's floating around. But, it seems like all that gets shoved on the back burner, and then it's all just gun control, is all we're ever hearing, which is going to solve nothing.
Right, and as I'm sure you've heard, we recently, the last couple months ago, the old speaker left, so a lot of that could have been coming from him. Now that, Speaker Smith is in office, he certainly is not about more gun control, he's more about enforcing current gun laws and making sure those are followed properly, because it is more of the issue. So we're certainly on your side on that one.
Because, like I said, we're just tired of all of us law-abiding gun owners that have done nothing wrong, and we'll be the ones punished. The criminals, they don't care about anything. They're criminals to begin with.
Right, and he actually said that in a recent press release, exactly that, you can pass all the laws you want, but criminals aren't going to follow the law because they're criminals. So we certainly are with you on that position.
And I've heard other things floating around about, getting different agencies, including some, in the medical profession, to report more people that should be on a prohibited list from not owning firearms. And I even see a problem with that. They should be doing that anyway. But to make more out of an incentive, that'll cause more problems, in my opinion, because there could be a lot of people that are law-abiding citizens, gun owners, and let's say they went through a divorce or something tragic in their life. Now they need some, like maybe mental health, help or something. Well, they're going to be scared to death to go see any medical person like that because they're afraid of losing their rights. Right. I've been told that by multiple people that have been in situations in the past, and they said, yeah, if we would have thought we'd have lost our rights, we never would have went and saw a doctor, and then all that stuff builds up, and who knows what can happen then.
Right. Yeah, I personally have not looked too deep into that
so
provision.
Kind of a scary thing when, you never know what can happen in your life where you may need a professional, help. We just never know from day to day. But to have anything out there that could deter somebody from actually seeking that help, I mean, that's pretty scary in itself, I think. So,
sure.
Will there be anything, press release or anything come out today as far as whatever happens at the State House? I know they've got that committee hearing. I think it's at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that he did not say whether or not he was going to do a press release today, although I'm sure after session tomorrow you'll hear something.
Okay.
But yeah, it is expected to be a long session tomorrow, so don't be surprised if it comes out the day after, because I've heard that we might even be going till 11 at night, so we'll be here all day. Yeah, so
now as far as you know, I mean, this is just from what I've been told, but is there any chance, I know summer breaks like pretty well here, and is there any chance that any pro-gun stuff could be looked at before the summer break, as far as like the standard ground bill or anything? Is there even time at this point? I know there's not much.
Well, right, tomorrow is the last session date for the rest of the summer, and again, for some context, my boss for the past month and a half, Speaker Smith, has been pushing to, to hold the election before it actually was held, so that we could pass forward, legislation and get to some of this program stuff. So he was the one who was urging everyone to please, let's have this election, because we wanted to get to it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen as soon as we wanted it to, so here we are. So I don't believe there's going to be anything else. Yeah, whatever's on the docket for tomorrow, that's pretty much it, unfortunately. And that's not the way he wanted it, but it wasn't up to him at the time. So
okay, well,
we're doing the best we can.
I appreciate all the information.
Well, of course. Thanks for calling.
Thanks.
All right. Bye.